Hi, welcome back to Finally Revealed. I'm Michelle. In today's video, I want to talk to you about what it's going to be like if you are on a homes association board, or what you can expect. What a homes association board person does is attends a regular series of meetings. Usually you're appointed for 1 year, and then you help run the annual meeting. And at the annual meeting, is similar to any other type of organization. You're going to elect your successor. You're going to adopt any approvals that the board needs. You're going to review assessments and charges and changes, and then keep the minutes and then move on to the next year. As with any type of organization, the documents that run the meeting and then the documents that prescribe the powers of the association over the land that is within that association. So as the board members, your business is to enforce and monitor those rules and regulations. So your meetings will typically include a report from your third-party manager if you use a manager. Otherwise, it's going to be reports from the various board members on the status of approval of paint colors, fence heights, any assessments for unpaid assessments, any unpaid liens and enforcement, any other legal matters, any other accounting matters, and then the meeting will adjourn. The ones that I've been involved in, the meetings didn't last a whole heck of a long time, except when we had really fun people on the board, and then we stayed a little extra. The biggest problem that there is in a homes association, it seems these days, is apathy among the members, and the members are all of the homeowners in that association in the neighborhood. So if you're going to have particular rule changes, you should be prepared to have to really get the people geared up to participate, so that you as a board can implement, or at least have a vote on the changes that you want to implement. Now, one area that you might not think about is you're going to have an accountant for your taxes. Even though it's a not-for-profit, you still have to file your tax return. Also, you're going to be having to review financial information on the association and whether it's keeping up with the expenses or not. As a nonprofit, it can't save money, but it also can't go in the red. It has to be paid for by the members, and so you have to make sure that the assessments are appropriate. One thing that homeowners association members don't seem to understand is that because it's an association, if there are any court proceedings, you're going to have to hire a legal counsel to help. An organization cannot be represented by its board members. It has to be represented by an attorney. So you're going to need to include that in your budget if you all of a sudden have several delinquencies, or if you need to have liens filed or prepared and you want to make sure they're prepared in an enforceable manner. One thing that the homeowners association members don't always understand is the power of the assessment of the organization. So if there is going to be a fight over a fence issue or some type of other restriction of the association, and the case goes to court, then if the association wins, well, actually regardless of whether the association wins or doesn't win, the person who is the violator or is the one that they're trying to enforce the rules against is going to have to share in the cost of that team, the attorneys who are suing them. So that's kind of a side note that I don't think they always understand. But you're going to have to review the budget for maintenance issues, repairs. You're going to have contract issues to take care of as a board. You're going to have to review any litigation, review any liens and the lien filing, and monitor any property transactions to make sure that your liens are being paid in those situations. And then any separate enforcement that you might have if there isn't a lien or it's too late and you want to collect any assessment against the property owner. People are not always sure what to expect once they get on a homes association board, and whether it's a large association or a small one, there are third parties that can come in and help you run it or administer it for you. You just need to build in the cost for that. So you'll need to keep track of any common areas that you maintain, contracts for that, property taxes for that, and any transactions. And so you're really going to have to know a little bit about property law in the area that you live. It shouldn't be too complicated, and usually the board is carried over so that there's some seasoned and experienced people to help the newer people come along. It's a nice thing to do as a homeowner in your area to help your neighborhood. And I hope you enjoy your service. At least you'll learn something about your neighbors that you probably didn't know before. If this information is helpful to you and you think someone else might benefit, please feel free to share it. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it, and we love subscribers. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.